$18 million through one of the strategies that I'll show you, where he has started his own branded social networking site. I'm going to go through that. Okay, so strategy 2, personalize and thank them. Very, very important. You will not believe how many candidates take the money and never send an email thanking them. Send them a thank you postcard, send them something physical, call them up, get the email data, get the phone data, get your candidate, get your organizer to thank them. Next slide. 3, empower everyone to help. Okay? What does that mean? That means that every single page has the ability to go ahead and allow someone to do something. The difference between Howard Dean's campaign and Obama is that we're no longer talking to the voters. What we are now doing is asking the voters to get involved. You come to Obama's website, he gives you tools, he gives you stickers, he gives you things to succeed. He even rewards you. Okay? Bush tried doing this in 2000. Actually, it was a program. You gave money, you got like a Bush cap, right? Howard Dean, he gave you that big, what is it, baseball bat? Remember anyone? That slugger bat, right? Anyone who got a special bat, if they helped him raise so much money, right? Some local campaigns now give out invitations. Like you get free comp tickets, VIP tickets. So it doesn't have to be physical items. You can make them feel special. You get a date with the candidate. Right? Candidate's going to come and have breakfast at your house. Okay? So he basically does that. So what we're starting to see, Ron Paul, anyone remember Ron Paul? No? Okay, good. That's a good sign. Okay? Ron Paul started having people create pages. One guy, one individual in Ron Paul's campaign said, I want to raise money for Ron Paul. In one event, he raised over $4 million. Does anyone know how much money he himself was making per year? Less than $50,000. $50,000 a year this guy's making, and he raises for a candidate that he has no clue about $4 million. Was he authorized by Ron Paul? No. Did Ron Paul go say, please raise me $4 million? So what is this behavior? Okay, empowering everyone to help. In political science terms, we call this voter-centric behavior. Okay, we have gone from party-centric politics, now to candidate-centric politics, like Bill Clinton, Ronald Reagan's, now to what I call voter-centric behavior. And you're going to see this. Candidates who embrace voter-centric behavior will win. Campaign guru prediction. Okay, next one. Number 4. Another tool that Obama is using, okay, is events. Okay? How many of us, remember you saw my actor diagram? Let's see how many people remember. When there are donors, there are 2 types of donors. What are they? And what's the second one? Offline. Online and offline. 2 categories. Have a strategy for both. What is my online strategy? What is my offline strategy? Guess what? Kansas. This is a true study, just 2 weeks ago. In Kansas, the president is doing a fundraiser for a congressional candidate. Okay? In District 1. They say, listen, he's coming in there. The president's scheduled, they can't give it away, right? They have less than 2 weeks to let people know. He comes into town, and we sell tickets online, just like Ticketmaster. Raised $51,000 in Kansas. So for people who tell me, Ravi, it's not possible, it is possible. Infrastructure first, okay? Section here, this section right here, what is it? Section B here is about the ticketing information, okay? Have the ability to generate web pages to sell tickets online, okay? I went to a U2 concert. I love U2. And went to the U2 concert, went online, bought the ticket online, and they sent me an email receipt of a physical ticket. I said, why in the world don't we have this in politics? All right, next one. So, they get a ticket automatically through the system. Obama's people, Hillary's people did a really great job with it. How many will remember of Hillraiser? Anyone? Hillraiser? Great. Hillraiser allowed you to create your own events, okay? And so we'll do that. Now, what am I doing right now? I'm giving you guys vocabulary words, and I'm giving you strategy. So when we go into Obama's system, it will make sense. Okay? So I'm showing you screenshot by screenshot of the strategies that are being employed. Because it's not one strategy. Everyone thinks on the news, I watch, oh, he's raising so much money online. But how? He's doing it through all different mechanisms. This behavior, this behavior, this behavior. If someone is holding an event, they're selling tickets to the event. So if he's sending out an email blast, he's just not sending an email blast and say donate here. Those things are gone. That's just simple strategy number one. These are the additional strategies now that you have to employ. If you want to raise money online, these are the strategies you have to take advantage of. So it has driving directions, all that fun stuff, and barcoding and all that. Next slide. Back-end access. Why is this working so well? Because Obama was not part of the establishment, right? He was not favored to win. The Clinton money-making machine was so strong. Remember that in the beginning last year? No one thought he could raise that much money. Because of technology, what has happened is that he was able to give his staff the ability to take control over the fundraising. I don't need to know you. You might be part of the good old boy system. I don't need to go and get checks. I can just immediately go and have my staff just generate pages all day long. Guess how many pages he's generated? 1.2 million online contribution pages. Whoa, let me back up. He doesn't have one fundraising page. He has 1.2 million out there. He's generated 1.2 million SSL different pages. Every single one of his supporters has a fundraising page. So it's not just one page. We see it as just one page. But when you peel it and you look at the background, it's 1.2 million. Because every person, and someone will say, oh, I've signed up. I live in Denmark, and I'm raising money for Obama. I said, what? You're not a U.S. citizen. You can't raise money for our president. We were in Copenhagen, right? And then et cetera. And I was speaking at the EAPC conference, the European Union. And I said, how can you be raising money for Obama? He goes, oh, I got accepted. Because what happens? Here's the problem, guys. There's no authenticity. We don't have a voter database to validate who's who in this country. So people outside this country could be raising money for our presidents and you have no idea. And do you think they're validating where these credit cards are coming from? Ah, you're thinking now. Okay? People are not thinking of these things. And you heard it here at Campaign's election seminar. Web authenticity and identity assurance will become the next thing. It has to. There has to become some kind of database that will actually validate. We have no idea where these contributions are coming from. In 2006 and 2004, the RNC was not scared of hacker attacks. They actually stopped taking money from they blocked their IP address. You could not see the website outside the United States and Canada. And the Democratic Party said, no, we don't want to do that because we want to attract, the absentee ballot, people who are living abroad, etc. But think about this. There's no way to stop them. And do you think these campaigns are going through every contribution and saying, oh, you're a U.S. citizen? Okay, he said he was. So you're going to see a lot more of that. So any of those strategists out here, start thinking about that. Go start going through those lists. Okay, next. Number 7, widgets. How many of you have heard of widgets before? Okay, how many of you have an MBA in this room? Okay, it is not those widgets that we studied in MBA school, like you have a widget factory and you make widgets. There is actually now a product called a widget on the internet. And what this is basically a web sticker, okay? Social networking sites, MySpace, YouTube, Flickr, all these social networking sites have emerged. Guess what happens? Let's pause real quick. We're in the year 2008. In 2006, did we see MySpace pages in campaigns? I'm going to do my little exercise again. How many of you think it's important to have a MySpace page for your campaign website? Oh, there's only about 1/3. I bet you $100 in 2010 I asked the same question. More and more people have their hands raised. Right? You're nodding your head. You agree? Yeah. Okay? Why? Because social networking websites, guess what? Are websites that have a network of a specific society. Obama said, I don't want MySpace society. Remember? Does everyone remember it? There's big news. Obama took down one of his guys' websites. He tried taking it over. Remember that? Does anyone remember that? The story was basically someone had started a page on MySpace that was more popular than the Obama official site. And Obama wanted those emails. So he said to MySpace, hey, take this guy down or transfer it over. Because the guy wanted to be employed by the campaign and Obama didn't want to give him $40,000. Ooh, what does this sound like? Sounds like back in 2000 when we used to do cyber squatting at Pepsi.com and Coca-Cola. I'm